The bolt that you have just seen snap has been haunting me for the past 5 years. Well, in this video, it's time to finally get it out once and for all. The headstock stand that I've ordered has finally come in. I also ordered spark plugs and thought that one of them might have escaped through the hole in the box, but turns out that I ordered only one. Right, so I have the propane gas torch to heat up the bolt. I have the headstock stand. The next step is to take off the front wheel, take off the caliper. Maybe I'll leave this side or this shock in, just so I have some leverage to hit the bolt as I heat it from behind. I want to take off this shock to get access at it from behind as well, just to heat it that way. And then worst case scenario, I am just going to cut off that fender, and it's going to be a carbon one anyway. So yeah, that's the next step. So with the bike up on the headstock stand, the first thing to do was to take off the caliper and get that out of the way. Next, I could undo the pinch bolts on the left hand side in order to take the axle out. Make sure not to undo the pinch bolts on the right hand side, because this holds the nut that holds the axle. God knows when that axle was last out of the bike, but it's good that it's out. The speedo, this yoke here, is broken inside, so it doesn't actually work anymore. I have a new one of these to put on. Yeah, all of that would need to be painted anyway, but now at least I have access to the back of the bolt, which I can heat up, and yeah, let's see if we can get it open. Now in theory, this was a great idea. Get access from behind the bolt, get it wired down, get some WD into the bolt as well, and use a propane torch in order to heat it up so that I could extract it. Now what I failed to realize was that there was a plastic fender in front of the bolt. Naturally enough, I melted the fender. As you can see, I completely lost it. Nothing was working, the bolt wasn't budging, so my only option was to cut the fender off, get the bolt out, and we'll worry about it later. Just like that, after 5 years, the stupid bolt is out. The fender's cut. Doesn't matter. Gonna get a carbon one anyway. Gonna clean up that thread and run one of the bolts through that works. But yeah, finally the project can continue. So with the bolt out, it was time to finally start into this project. I got some whiteboard and some Ziploc bags in order to make sure that I can keep track of everything, where the bolts are, where they belong, and what other bits I would like to get done on this Ducati.
First things on the list was to replace the keys. 5 years ago, I ran over the key and the spare key with a lawnmower. So naturally enough, I purchased 2 spare keys in order to get this resolved.
Okay, so I went to the locksmith today, got the key working as expected, the spare working as well, so that's all sorted. Also made a little whiteboard with all the stuff that needs to be done on the Ducati. So yeah, now that I basically know that it runs and drives, got the fender off and that stupid bolt, I think it's time to start making some heavy progress on this bike. So some of the things that I want to do is engine out, get the belts changed, get it serviced, cleaned up, painted, get all the covers fixed up, things like the rear sets, the frame, powder coated again. The shocks need to be rebuilt, headstock bearing needs to be changed, the calipers need to be rebuilt, get the swing arm painted as well, get the cans changed, get all the fenders and everything like that carbon. So I have a full list there ready to go, and yeah, I think it's time to really get into the thick of it. So the plan is just to take off as much as I can, get it all sorted and put away, get the bolts into bags as well. I got Ziploc bags, put things kind of away so that I have space, that I don't lose kind of track of everything, and yeah, keep going. And then once I have the bike fully apart, I'll start ordering parts and getting things powder coated and in progress. So yeah, that's the plan. Let's get started.
So everything that went back onto the bike now needs to come off again in order to make sure that I can clean it, paint it, fix any issues and put it back onto the bike again. I also cleaned this leftover box that I had in order to have somewhere to put the bolts along with the parts that I've taken off that will fit inside this box. The light also needed to be taken care of. The wires that have been used for this light can be reused on a new light after I get one, but for now they can be cut off, labelled and put into the box. Next on the list, exhaust, rear sets, as well as the rear wheel and the rear caliper.
So have the rear wheel off. Most of the stuff that I had on before or off before is gone. This is something interesting. So there's ball joints in the brace here that connects the swing arm with the shock. One ball joint from Ducati is €80, and I managed to get this second hand for 30 quid. So I need to find it because I don't know where it is. I bought it 5 years ago. But yeah, need to try to get that stuck bolt out. I hope the swing arm doesn't drop. Shouldn't. I think, yeah, it's connected there with the dog bone from the shock, so it should be all right. But it's one thing that I want to take care of as well, and then just keep taking stuff off. So yeah.
So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please come back for the next one where we continue stripping down the Ducati to its bare shell so that we can get everything back to how it was looking brand new. It has been your boy Night Red 91. I'll catch you at the next one. Peace.